While there have undoubtedly been many improvements in video games over recent years, there have also been many things that have, shall we say, gone downhill. Here are 5 of the most annoying trends in modern video games. Around the time the Gears of War series reached its peak, the whole double Y chromosome thing seemed to have lapsed into self-parody, with numbskull beefcakes speaking like Christian Bale's Batman, boasting levels of macho cockiness inversely proportional to their depth and charisma, and generally being so goddamn heterosexual they didn't even need women in their lives. But as Watch Dogs' own unlikable personality vacuum Aiden Pierce demonstrated, the whole humorless misanthropic badass thing is still apparently flavour of the month over in AAA gaming land. With his propensity for brooding pomposity, idiotic hypocrisy, and knack for mowing down scores of innocents in the name of justice, Pierce is proof positive that major developers can make even a potentially interesting hacker protagonist completely dull and uninspiring.
Maurice is one of his loose ends, and he's ultimately my problem.
Oh, piss off. It's not clear why the whole notion of interactive movies being the ultimate endgame still exists, but what is clear is that pretty much nobody wants to sit through endless, unskippable cutscenes vomiting out poorly acted and scripted exposition, when all we really want to do is actually play the bloody things we've paid for. It's not even just the likes of Kojima and Call of Duty that are guilty of this. Even games like Dead Island Riptide can't resist boring you to tears with 15 minutes of cinematics before the proper experience actually starts, which kind of makes a mockery of the interactive nature of video games as a whole. You know, the very thing that makes them different from every other entertainment medium out there. For some reason, developers still think it's a brilliant idea to have you perform scripted actions, move on an in-game cutscene, or even tackle a key conflict by pressing particular buttons tediously and unimaginatively as and when you are instructed to do so. A number of recent high-profile titles have even resorted to this hideous cop-out during crucial climactic moments. Shadow of Mordor is a terrific game, but its final boss battle is a joke. Instead of utilising all the key skills and abilities you've mastered up to that point to dramatically defeat your bitter nemesis and earn vengeance for your family, you meekly respond to a short series of on-screen prompts. Get one wrong, and the showdown starts over. Talk about a letdown. Remember when Assassin's Creed felt fresh and exciting? I do. But after 8 main entries in as many years and a number of spin-offs to boot, the whole thing has become as predictable as a gratuitous ass shot in a Michael Bay movie. Franchise fatigue is a real and genuine problem, with continual yearly releases rendering otherwise enjoyable and fun series increasingly lacklustre and irrelevant. More of the same only works for a while, and there's a finite limit to how quickly a template can evolve. In the case of Assassin's Creed Unity, the attempt to try and introduce new things each time has resulted in a bloated, unmanageable splurge of mechanics and ideas that add up to pretty much nothing of value whatsoever. The thing is still not much of a move forward from the excellent Assassin's Creed 2, yet Ubisoft still want us to fork out £50 each year for another load of tail missions, architecture scrambling, and splurge of pointless collectibles. Speaking of Assassin's Creed, it seems only pertinent to point out that new release Unity was about as unstable and glitch-ridden as it gets at release. Still, it's far from the only offender in recent years. We've become frustratingly used to games being borderline unplayable at launch, due to widespread technical errors and sloppy quality control, with post-release patches being wheeled out to placate angry gamers on a now routine basis. It's a bit like someone selling you a defective car, then turning up apologetically to fix your brakes, after you've already ploughed into a school bus and sent it careering off a cliff. Think about all those online servers that aren't fit for purpose too, particularly aggravating when a game leans heavily on its multiplayer or, even worse, insists on always online for single player campaigns. In that case, it's like you've been sold a perfectly good car, but the thing's been designed to only work if the drunken mechanic gets off his lazy arse and jump-starts it each and every morning.